Hello everybody. How's it going? Let me know if the audio is good. I was just finishing up my Inktober here, but I have a lot. Oops, sorry about the mic there. I have a lot of black ink to fill in there, so I guess I'll do that for a few minutes while I just hang out. So how's everyone doing? Ooh, I should probably open up. Let's see, let me get chat going here. I was thinking today maybe I'll just start out with a sketch today, and then I will maybe I'll take that rough sketch and model it out. Some people had been asking about that a while back, and I thought that might be kind of cool to show the process I do to do that. I need to get like just a really big marker. I'm just using this one little brush tip marker to do all this. Hey Igor, how's it going? Oh, hey, so you're going from 2D to, from 3D to 2D? Well, I would recommend incorporating all that 3D knowledge you know from your 3D environment art and start combining them. That's kind of what I do. And also, thank you for the compliments. I would take, first off, if you really want to, if you're going into 2D concept art, really just start practicing drawing as much as you can. Draw every day. And start off simpler than you think you should. Don't try to skip the basic steps. I know I always, when I was younger, that's what I always tried to do. I was like, well, if I skip this step, I can just, I'm good enough at that step. I would say really just push your fundamentals and just go from there. If you already have a decent drawing background, I would just say, start incorporating mixing 3D and 2D. That's kind of what I do. And that's why I'm going to start drawing this. Once we hit 7:30, I'll start drawing. I'm just trying to finish up my Inktober on the clock here. Another thing would be joining an Inktober. You don't have to actually use ink if you don't want to. Just the daily drawing exercise is definitely something would help you out. What made you want to go from 3D environment art to becoming a concept artist? Oh, good. 3D, 2D, currently doing course, but yeah. Oh, nice. Fallout ink. Oof. I do an underdrawing. I cheat with the underdrawing. I'm sure that, yeah, going straight ink would be you'd really have to push your confidence in the ink. I do so much draw over and draw through that I think that would be really tough for me to do. I think having a background in 3D is really good though to go to 2D. You probably think about shapes in the third dimension already, and kind of, if you can take an object and spin it around in your mind and draw that out, or at least figure it out on paper, then you'll be good to go. I think something that can really make your work stand out is your color and lighting. And once again, if you've been doing environment art, 3D environment art, you should be good in that area as well. Man, I'm gonna use up all my ink in my pen. When you spend 3+ months on an environment versus 2D spend an artist couple of hours. Yeah, I can see that. That's true. Though you have the benefit of being able to walk around in that environment that you created. And that's really cool. Though I just kind of, when I'm working, I'll do, if I do 3D stuff, I kind of cheat on everything. Like I don't do proper UVs or proper anything really. I mean, I could, but it takes so much time. Like you said, 3+ months on one thing. Oh my gosh. Look how slow going this is. Somebody send me a giant marker. Well, thanks for the compliment and saying my stuff stands out. What do you think makes it stand out? Like, I always wonder what people see in my art versus all the other. There's just people that are so fantastic out there. Oh, ink. So much ink. Maybe, okay. That probably sounds, does that sound horrible on the mic? Hopefully not. Oh, hey, Philippe, thank you. Because my style is really unique. Aw, thanks. I appreciate that. Hey, Bangs, how's it going? Just gonna finish up my Inktober really quick, and then I'll start doing some digital stuff. But yeah, Igor, I'd definitely just draw as much as you can. Do as much work as you can to get really comfortable with the environment work. Have some sort of place where you can have your progress easily seen to yourself and perhaps to others if you want to challenge yourself to keep getting better. Maybe if you, like, I post stuff online so I can have a record of, getting better and better, and having some sort of scheduled do art at this time type situation, because it's really easy to get caught up in life's joys of playing video games and stuff. Oh, thank you. Almost done here. I sort of regret having so much of this in shadow now. Hopefully that noise isn't too terrible. I kind of like that scratchy noise of the marker, but I could understand if some people don't. Oh, nice. I'm really bad with names, so I'm not sure. If you want to, could you post Mark's work? Post a link to that, and I'll check that out. I usually recognize people by their work and not their name, which is terrible, but... I think this is done for now. Maybe just a few little spots and floaties to fill out the rest of the canvas. I need to get like an ink well, put some ink in that, and I can do some splattering and stuff. I love doing splattering with ink, and I used to do that with traditional media. I used to splatter charcoal. Like I'd grind it up and mix it with water and splatter it on my charcoal drawings. That turned out really cool. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can get this on the camera. Here's my Inktober for today. Probably would have been better to draw this one a little smaller. It's a lot of ink. Oh, this way. Here we go. There we go. I'm kind of going with these these maggots and stuff, kind of like the new Dark Souls DLC, if anyone's played that. I only played maybe... Okay, good to know. Oh, YouTube block. Let me try that. ArtStation artist mouse. Let me see. Let's see. Yep, I'm already following him. Oh yeah, fantastic. He's got fantastic work. Yeah, it looks like I'm already following. Seems like I follow most environment concept artists out there. I'm running my ink dry with this Inktober. Okay, let's see. Let's do some non-ink stuff. So I don't really have a plan for what I want to draw today, so it's going to be kind of an exploration through iteration and frustration, possibly. We'll see. Oh, sorry about that. My Cintiq for some reason is not registering properly. That's weird. Hang on. It's drawing over on my other screen for some reason. And now it's trying to like select my streaming stuff. Technical difficulties. Hang on a second. Monitor. That's weird. Sorry about this. I think it's working now. Okay, yeah. There we go. Oh, everything's being all weird. All my tablets or all my location of my stuff got moved around. The Microsoft Surface Studio, it looks nice. It's expensive, but I guess not too bad considering what's in it. I already have the what is this? The Cintiq UX or something like that. So I'm not going to really need anything other than that. I do kind of want to get the Wacom's what is it? The Mobile Studio Pro. That looks pretty cool to me. That little hand thing seems interesting. I don't know how I'd use it as far as for an environment artist, but it seems really cool for video editing and animation and things like that, to just like spin back and forth between your frames. I guess if you could set it to brush size maybe, or canvas spin, that might feel really nice. So it definitely has some really good applications to it. Let's see. Man, all my stuff's all messed up. Wait a second here. How long? Sorry, I'm so many technical difficulties. How long have I been in the industry professionally? The studio. I've only worked at the one studio. Well, I've only worked at one studio location, but let's see. Probably only like 4 or 5 years. 4 years probably. I've done freelance and stuff though before I worked at the studio, but then I went to school and I really wanted to get into concept art and everything. Hey Vero, how's it going? Yeah, long time no see. Welcome back. I'm glad you came back. I've been away as well for quite some time. I thought the Windows device did look incredibly thin. That's one thing I did notice. Part of me wants to try doing something. I'll do it later. I was going to do something sci-fi at some point. A friend of mine was talking about some ideas and such. Kind of want to do maybe another Viking thing or something that could be interesting. Something simple. Have I been streaming at a later? No, I'm still streaming at the same time. I did for a little bit there before the hurricane. I had been streaming more frequently, so that's probably why it was easier to catch me. When I got back, I had to kind of catch up on everything, and I'm still working on catching up on stuff. So it took me a while to get back in order. Because I was gone for almost 2 weeks because I ended up turning my evacuation into a evacuation vacation. Oh, I did have a few where I was doing a little earlier on the weekends, so maybe you were catching some of my weekend ones. But you were in some of my earlier streams too, though, so I'm not sure what how you're missing them. Maybe there was a time change recently too. I think we've got the daylight savings time or whatever that is, so maybe that could screw it up too. So many different things that could just throw it all off. Might be kind of nice to have a little. Yeah, probably. What does everyone else think of the their new Windows device that they announced? I really want I already said that, the mobile, it's Cintiq Mobile Studio Pro. Looks really cool. My precious. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm pretty happy with my Cintiqs. I don't really. I wish it was a widescreen one, but it's not. I don't know if I'd call it a Cintiq killer. Maybe Cintiq competition, for sure. It's yeah, that sucks. I think it would take a lot to dethrone. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think it's gonna. I mean, maybe it'll start taking a bit of a chunk into the Cintiq or Wacom's or pricing, or not pricing, but their some of their market share or whatever you'd call that. but I don't think it's gonna destroy them or be a killer of the Cintiq. Maybe it'll. Well, maybe not. Probably not. It would be nice if it kind of brought some more competitive pricing to the show. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to take a lot for people to switch over to the Microsoft product. Microsoft products always kind of have a bit of a weird mentality towards them anyways. I think I might just do a few sketches and see what we come up with here. Yeah, I like having my screen separate from my computer because I would hate to have to upgrade, you know, get to a point and be like, well, I gotta upgrade my screen, but I guess I need a whole new screen. Though I suppose at that point maybe you can just use it as a screen and not have to use it as its as what it, you know, use its computer inside of it. I think you can do that with the Cintiq companions. I'm not sure. That's actually kind of when I'm hesitant to even get the Mobile Studio Pro. I don't know how much I'd use it because I rely so much on using my keyboard too. So we'll see. We'll see. It's an all-in-one, so it's, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, the all-in-one thing. I'm just like, eh. Hey, Laymanis. Laymanis? Ah, how's it going? Went with using old laptop. Yeah, I have an Intuos, and I have a decent laptop, but I don't know. I started drawing on my Cintiq so much, and then to compound that issue of like that hand-eye coordination, I started doing Inktober as well, and now I hate working on an Intuos now, like that separation. I just feel like a lot of the time I'm fighting the hand-eye coordination thing for creativity. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Vero. I wish I could have a better time for you to watch. Maybe I can pick up some weekend streams or something here and there. Maybe just a short stream on the weekend during a more human hour for you. But I appreciate you stopping by, and have a good night. Get some good sleeps in. Tomorrow it's Friday. I could show something I did. Well, I did it at work, but it's such a small segment, I don't think it'll matter. Here's something I was working on. So the reason I don't do mechanical stuff is because all day at work, I'm usually doing mechanical stuff. So this is just like a walkway. But, yeah. The leaks. So I do. You know what? Maybe I will do a I'll sketch something sci-fi. I'm gonna save this really quick. Yeah, save this as sketches from stream. No, that's just hand drawn. No 3D on that one. I drew it in isometric. I work as an environment concept artist at a mobile studio, or not like a mobile video game studio. Let me see. I was talking to a friend and he had an idea that was pretty good. Let me see what he was saying, what we were talking about. Let's see. Oh, hang on. I will be right back. Okay. Beer. I'm back. Yeah. And my girlfriend just got home and she had a bad day, so just wanted to give her a hug, help her out a bit. Yeah, I just I think I just enjoy drawing fantasy stuff versus sci-fi stuff a little bit more too. I could try some mechanical stuff. Let's see. What was I saying? I don't remember. I've been watching a ton of Halloween movies. Well, mainly all the cute, fun ones, and I don't really watch the horror genre, other than I don't know if it counts, but Sleepy Hollow by Tim Burton. But to me, that movie is kind of funny in a way, so I don't really call it a horror movie. But yeah, I've been doing. The game I've been working on is futuristic, sci-fi, so I don't really do too much of that. Oh, Ash. Wait, is that the new Evil Dead movie? Or is that... Because, yeah, isn't that... The older ones are kind of... I forget what they're called. Just plain Evil Dead. Wait. There's a show? Oh my god. I don't know these things. I don't know if this is just a sign of me getting older or just losing touch with pop culture. You're welcome. Wow, some Bruce Campbell action there too, huh? That's crazy. This guy's got to be getting kind of old, right? Hey, Foolx. We have a question for rotation of the canvas. You're only using the R key on the keyboard or a different setup. I found the Intuos. I'm trying to find the best. Yeah, I'm using the R key. One trick about using the R key though is so if I just tap the R key, it switches to rotation. But if I'm at the brush and I hold the R key and then let go of the R key, it switches automatically back to the brush. I forget to use that a lot. I end up just doing RB, RB, RB. But yeah, I'm using the keyboard, so. Didn't know about it until season 2 started. It's really true and fun, campy feeling. Wow, really? Huh. Have you watched the original film? Because I don't know. I mean, that's campy, but it's not so much a fun feeling movie. He's an old and washed up version of Ash in the show, so they use his age to add to the story. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad they didn't try, like, making him seem younger or something somehow. Yeah, no problem, Foolx. And welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen your name here before. I assume you're new? Don't know why I use such a high-pitch way of saying new, but I guess I did.
I did my makeup inspired by Hocus Pocus.
Oh, really?
Today.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Oh.
So yeah, I got in trouble for this.
You could put a big belt.
Yeah.
So right now I'm kind of just... I'm not worried too much about the composition and or perspective of this. I'm just sort of drawing ideas out, thinking of things and thinking of ways to cut stuff up. Because I'm actually probably going to... Remember I said I was going to do the 3D stuff, so I'm thinking about doing that. Just trying to think of what might go on in this room, what kind of... Just kind of random text. I'm trying to think of what this device might be as I draw it as well. And I don't do as much sci-fi stuff. And lately I've been doing just like a lot of texture work and things like that at work, so... I was thinking of starting work on a small side project for a shooter or something. Kind of want to do it in like a lower pixel art style or something like that. That might be kind of cool. Maybe this is where we have all kinds of cables running in. There's like these sensors that run up to the ceiling. That'd be kind of cool looking. And we could have some cables coming across the composition here. Hey, Upset Gnome. Yeah, pixel art. I want to do but I want to do 3D pixel art, so it'd kind of have original Quake type vibe to it. I've been playing this last weekend. My friend, the Bearded Phantom, and he's been on the stream before when I played games a few times. He and I played through the original Quake 1, and it was a blast. It was so fun. And then we ended up playing some of the, I guess it's not called DLC at that point, but add-ons or expansions or whatever. They weren't as good. They didn't have as good of enemy placement. I think they kind of misinterpreted what was really good about the original Quake series. But yeah, it was super fun. The game, I don't think the original Quake gets enough credit. It had the levels that we were playing and everything had kind of a really cool, almost like Dark Souls vibe of looping back on themselves and things like that. Super cool. I really, really liked it. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, I saw this. I think I saw some different footage of this. But yeah, that's really cool looking. Well, if you want to work with us, probably could use the extra help. And I do know you do 3D and pixel art. Oh, that does look really cool. I should send that to my friend. Yeah, it's beautiful looking. Yeah, I'd love to have kind of that feel, that old school feel. Really like the art style they went with. It looks like it has, like it's super low res pixel art. Yeah, totally, Bangs. Yeah, for sure. I'm getting distracted. Let me focus on my drawing a little bit here. I'm kind of not really sure what to do. I could just zoom in a little bit. That always works. Sometimes what I'll do too is, like, if I have a drawing like this, I'll either draw it again, or I'll take this and start working in 3D and kind of go back and forth. I'm gonna try drawing the same thing, kind of, but maybe with maybe I've learned a little bit since my first drawing. If I can draw a circle. No problem. Let's see. Had to challenge me on doing something sci-fi too, didn't you? Yeah, maybe I will just take this into 3D. Let's try it out for a bit. We'll play around. Doop doo. Oh, this is all messed up too. There we go. Oh, this is weird. I don't think I've really I don't know if I've streamed much 3D stuff. I'm a little nervous. We've got a 3D artist watching. Hyperlight Drifter and Owlboy have some nice pixel art, not 3D though. Yeah. Probably what I'll do is, kind of have a similar look to kind of go off the Quake look. But sort of adhere. I would want to definitely have stuff more colorful, for sure. Hey, Zoologic, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, Zoologico. I'm glad you got here to catch it. I have been missing as of late. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do this. Flip this around. Yeah, best drawing to date. I'll just keep pushing that. You'll get there. Proportions look good. Nice stylization. I like it. Oops. Good. I'm glad things are going well. You know what? I'm not really too sure. Oh, I know what I can do. Let me put these back to their center points. We'll just put this one in here. I was trying to think how I should do this, but I remember now. Do I have... Where's that shortcut? Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna try playing around with it in here. At least try it out. The gauntlet of have I done something sci-fi was laid down, so I'll give it a go. I'm trying to remember where, there we go, freeze transformations. That's not what I want. Oh, maybe it's this one. Group, ungroup. We all had perfect notions, proportions, and gestures. It's true. I'm a little nervous. We have an environment artist that's been doing environment art 3D for 5 years. I can't compete with that. I'm such a noob to 3D. Oops. And one more here. So when I do these and take these different oh, you know what I forgot about? I don't know if I should wait for everyone else's here, but remember we had the drawing and then I completely forgot about it. That was pre this. Yeah, that's true. But I just get a little nervous because there's someone that actually knows what there's someone that knows 3D well, and you know, I'm alright at it. But he set it down. I'll try it. I'll try. Yeah, that's the thing. When I do this stuff, it is not the proper way. I do know how to do it for like low poly stuff. I'm still pretty new on the higher poly stuff though. But yeah, we had that drawing that we were gonna do. I just have to do that at some point. Well, thanks for stopping by, Lay. Yeah, I appreciate you coming back, or I appreciate being here, and I will see you next time. And hopefully I can stream a bit more often. So I've been pretty bad about that lately. I'm still getting my normal streams done, though. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Have a good night. Yeah, low poly stuff's really fun. How's it going, T-Rect? I enjoy doing low poly stuff for sure. Maybe this is like a cooling chamber for this object, and it... let's see, I think I had it raised up a bit more like that. And also what I'll do here when I'm doing this, I'll tear off a copy. And this will be like my compositional copy. And in here, and then I'll do create camera from view. And now I can kind of work on my composition. And over here, I will turn off HUD, grid, and things like that. Manipulators. And even selection highlights. And now I can use this as kind of my compositional screen. So I'll have this up on the other screen and kind of working on it. Maybe I want this to be a little bit closer in the comp like that so I can focus on kind of these ground elements and walls and things like that. I'll kind of place that right over here. So that's kind of how I tend to work. I'll just put this up on my other screen and kind of adhere to it as I go along. Some neat low poly stuff. Let me check that out. Oh, I think I've seen this artist before. Yeah, I've seen this artist for sure. Those are really nice. Yep, I recognize this. Looks like they got a new site though. Yeah, these are beautiful. It's a fun challenge coming up with low poly stuff. Yeah, I recognize this person's art. Yeah, I have 3D coat. I'm still working on getting in the groove of using it though. I'm a little more familiar with ZBrush actually right now than I am with 3D coat. Well, hey, if you're good at drawing women's faces, though, I mean, I would say women's faces seem to be the most popular thing on that and cats seem to be one of the most popular things on the internet. It is good to branch out, though. And there's artists out there that are super successful just drawing women's faces. Like, is it Loish? Loish Van something? Van Buren? It's a fantastic artist. She mainly just draws faces. Igor, I'd love to see some of your work if you don't mind showing it off, or if you can't show it off. Let's check it out. Yeah, that's really nice. Very nice work. Yeah, it is. It has a cartoony vibe. I get the feeling most of these are done from photos, though. Look like a lot of photo studies. Very good, though. Really nice work. I used to actually only draw portraits back in the day. Then I got into concept art. Is that the person that was copying people's photos and not crediting them, I believe? I'm not sure. I'm doing this in like the stupidest way. That looks a bit better.
Well, hello.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the same artist or not. I feel like that was a different artist. There was an artist, though, that was super popular on Patreon and stuff and making a lot of money off art, and they were apparently just stealing other artists' photos and photography and stuff and just altering it a little bit. It was kind of sad. But I think they stopped that. I wanted to do concept art for video games for a long time, but then realized I didn't have a strong enough passion to get good enough. You're learning programming? Yeah, you definitely have to have a passion for what you want to do. It's and it does take years and years to get good. I mean, I'm still working on it. It's not as easy as Dark Souls to get good. Let's see. Drop. Don't know if that link is. Oh, I see. You switched out the dot with a star. Oh, it's really nice. Is this in an engine or is this being rendered in something else? Oh wait, yeah, it looks like it's in. Is that an Unreal? Looks really nice. Parasite Eve standalone. It's beautiful work. I have a. I'll show you. Let's see the extent of my 3D scenes. Where is it? Let me try logging in here. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'll just find my stuff really quick. Yeah, I remember Parasite Eve. I never played it. So there's the bedroom scene I did, so yours blows it out of the park. I was always interested in that game, but I didn't ever play it. I just thought it looked really cool. Oops. So that's the like low poly kind of 3D stuff I've done. Let's see here. I want to create some notches in it. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot to... Did I not duplicate that? Oh well. There we go. So I want to create a few notches in here. Yeah, I've got my paintings and stuff on the wall. Oops. Why is this not deselecting? That's strange. There we go.